Alright, so in this problem, I have 100 to the power of x is equal to 200. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by taking the log on both sides. So now I have log 100 to the power of x is equal to log 200. Now if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move my exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times log a. So for log 100 to the power of x, I can move x to the power front. So now I have x times log 100 is equal to log 200. Now, if I divide both sides by log 100, these two cancel out, and I have x is equal to log 200 over log 100. Now, log 200 I can rewrite as log 100 times 2. Now I have this over log 100. And if I have something in the form log a times b, this is equal to log a plus log b. So in this case, log 100 times 2, I can write as log 100 plus log 2. Now I have this over log 100. Now this is the same thing as log 100 over log 100 plus log 2 over log 100. And log 100 and log 100, those two cancel out, so now I have x is equal to 1 plus log 2 over log 100. Now, log 100, this is the same thing as log of 10 squared. So I have 1 plus log 2 over log 10 squared. And remember, if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move my exponent to the front. So now this is the same thing as 1 plus log 2 over 2 times log 10. Now, if you guys already didn't know, log 10, that's equal to 1. So now I have x is equal to 1 plus log 2 over 2 times 1, which is 2. And log 2, this is equal to 0.301, so I have 0.301 over 2. And this is equal to 1 plus 0.1505, which is 1.1505. Alright, so in this problem, I have 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to 9 to the power of 11. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the log on both sides. So now I have log 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to log 9 to the power of 11. Now if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can actually move this exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times log a. So in this case, log 11 to the power of 9x plus 11, I can move 9x plus 11 to the front. So now I have 9x plus 11 times log 11 is equal to 11 times log 9, because I move 9 to the front, 11 to the front. Now, if I distribute log 11 to 9x plus 11, I get 9x times log 11 . Sorry, I'm actually not going to distribute. Instead, I'm going to actually divide both sides by log 11. So these two cancel out, and I have 9x plus 11 is equal to 11 times log 8 over log 11. Now, log 8, this is equal to 0.9542, and log 11, this is equal to 1.0414. Now, zero point 0.9542 divided by 1.0414, that's equal to 0.9163. And 11 times 0.9163, that's equal to 10.0789. So now we have a simple equation here. I'm going to start by subtracting 11 on both sides, and I get 9x is equal to 10.0789 minus 11, which is equal to negative 0.9211. And now if I divide both sides by 9, I get x is equal to negative 0.1023. Alright, so in this problem I have 2 to the power of 24 minus 16. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by rewriting 2 to the power of 24 as 2 to the power of 12 times 2. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 12 times 2 I can write as 2 to the power of 12 to the power of 2, and 16 I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 2. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is 2 to the power of 12 and b is 4. So I have 2 to the power of 12 plus 4 times 2 to the power of 12 minus 4. Now 2 to the power of 12, well 2 to the power of 10, this is equal to 1024. So 2 to the power of 11, this is going to be equal to double of 1024, which is 2048. And 2 to the power of 12, this is going to be double of 2048, which is 4096. So now I have 4096 plus 4 times 4096 minus 4. And this is going to equal 4100 times 4092. So now I can actually rewrite this as 4,000 plus 100 times 4,000 plus 92. And this is going to make it easier to solve. So all I have to do to solve this is to actually just distribute. So I first start by distributing 4,000 to all my terms here. So I have 4,000 times 4,000, which is 4,000 squared, plus 92 times 4,000. Now if I distribute the 100, I have 100 times 4,000. Finally, I have 100 times 92. So 4,000 times 4,000, that's going to equal 16 million. 92 times 4,000, that's going to equal 368,000. 100 times 4,000, that's simply going to equal 400,000. And finally, 100 times 92, that's 9,200. So now all I have to do is add all these up. Well, 16 million plus 368,000 is 16,368,000. However, we have our 400,000 here, so it's actually going to be 60,768,000. And then finally, we have plus 9,200. So 16,768,000 plus 9,200 is going to be equal to 16,777,200. So this is my answer. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation x to the power of 3 minus 8 is equal to 0. So how most people solve this equation is they add 8 on both sides. So I get x to the power of 3 is equal to 8. And then they take the cube root on both sides. So the cube root of x to the power of 3 is x, and the cube root of 8 is 2. So then they get x equals 2, which is a solution to this equation. But actually, there are more than one solution to this equation. So I'm going to rewrite my equation here, x to the power of 3 minus 8 equals 0. And now I'm going to rewrite 8 as 2 to the power of 3. So I get x to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 0. And then now I'm going to use the formula a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3 is equal to a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. So in this case, this turns into x minus 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. So now I get two equations. I get x minus 2 equals 0 and x squared plus 2x plus 4 equals 0. So for x minus 2 equals 0, I get x equals 2, which was a solution that we already got. But now see, on top of this, we have a whole nother equation with two more solutions because it's a quadratic equation. So to solve this, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So I get negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared, which is 4, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 4, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. And this turns into negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 16 over 2, which is equal to negative 2 plus or minus negative 12 over 2, which is equal to negative 2 plus or minus 12i over 2, which is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 6i. So these are the two more solutions to this equation.